Yo, yo, yo. How goes it? How goes it? Welcome back aboard Cardboard Sim. Oh, man. Oh, let me get myself sorted here. Oh, it was kind of one of those crazy starts of the evening. You know how kids can be. Get that wrapped around there, I guess. There's a lot of moving parts going on. Let me see here. Let's get you going there. Why is that on? We should not be. Hey. Hush. There we go. Weird. Okay. Let's get I gotta fix this thing because this should be automatically starting up the way I want it to, but it's not. But that's okay. All right. So, how are we doing this evening? We can kind of kick it back off today where we left off, and once again, like I said, we just floating it, just because I lost my flight plan. So we just gonna kind of do what we do, work our way down. And you know what? Now that I'm looking, I actually loaded in to the wrong one because we landed here. Okay, let's come out of here because we're gonna be starting over, so bear with me 1 minute. It's NYEF. I thought I had it in right the first time. Weird. Okay. NYEF. Give me 1 second. My bad. Get some light in here. There's all of that. NYCB. That means we are down here. Why? Yeah, this is where we're at. This is where I parked last time. Okay. Let's try it this way. We should be good now. All right. Get myself set back up here. I knew something wasn't looking right. Get my bearing back. There we go. Alright, let's get this thing powered up here. Circuit brakes are all in. Up, down. Brakes are set. Lights are coming on. Blah, blah, blah. Prime to pump. And let's get her started. Full tank. Up to 1,000. Get some air going on in here. So we are definitely winging it today. So let me see here. So we're gonna jump over there, jump there, and jump over there, and then from that point we'll have a nice little stretch. We'll do that there. We got some work cut out for us today. All right. So let's see how this goes here. Lights coming off. Let's get some lights on in here. All right, tactical lights are coming on. Brakes are released. Brake check. Brakes are good there. Winds. So we will we'll back taxi runway 12. Get to getting. First notch flaps is coming in. Landing lights and strobes are on. We are clear left and clear right. Hey, 42, how's it going? Yeah, I understand for sure, but I appreciate you stopping in. Hey, Jack, how's it going? I am currently sitting at Exuma International, which is Mike Yankee Echo Foxtrot. I'm all over the place here. Let's get her trimmed out here. Tonight's flight plan, there really isn't one. Didn't get an opportunity to set it up the way I wanted to, so I'm just gonna follow Navigraph and just kind of make it do what it do. Got a 2-hour delay for school, which will probably turn into a snow day. It's snowing right now. Oh wow. Well, that's always a good thing. It's always good to have a 2-hour delay that turns into a full day of no school. I think the little bit of snow that we got a few weeks ago is pretty much what we're getting where I live. We barely get snow, so seeing that was enough. Alright, brakes are set. So Jack, if you are loaded in, I'm headed straight to Torch K, which is Mike Yankee Tango Charlie. We have 6 inches of snow on the ground right now from a week ago. Wow. Yeah, see, I can't do none of that. Not my thing. Alright. Power is set. Airspeed is coming alive. There's 70. Positive rate gear is coming up. And flaps are coming up. Jack, is that you that just loaded in? So I don't remember seeing that that DA sitting there when I was taxiing out. If that's you, I'll bring it around. Is this tour just random flights every stream? No, so this this tour right here, these oh, there we go again. Yep. We did it again. I always have this issue. I don't know why it does it. Okay, cool. I'll just spin around. 4-2. No, this starting this week all through probably until next week is the Caribbean tour. So I started off in Miami and hopped my way over to Nassau, and now I'm starting the journey and just island hopping all the way down through the Caribbeans and bring myself back up around. I'm gonna be throwing in some Cessna 172 float flights along the way, so I can do some takeoff and landings in the water. Yeah, so it's gonna be a pretty fun. What just happened? System out of memory. Oh, wait a minute. That's not cool. Why do I have a feeling that this thing is about to just dump on me? Why do I have a... Yep, I'm gonna be doing all that 4-2. All that's gonna be in the flight. The journey here down in the islands. I think my system is about to dump on me. Oh, not cool. No worries, Reggie. We just getting started, and you came in at a good time because I think I might have to end up doing a restart. Oh, I don't want to hit this button, but I feel like it's about to crash the whole sim. Let me see. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Hold out. Hold out. All right. She look like she's holding out on me. Okay. Hopefully she don't go. She seems to be holding out right now, Jack. So I'm coming back around. All right, gear is coming down. I've been really impressed that I haven't seen one crash from your sim since I've been watching you. It's common for mine to randomly crash sometimes. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it doesn't, because I do get crashes from time to time. But honestly, the only time I really get crashes is if I'm messing with stuff. Like if I'm messing with my settings, if I'm changing too many settings too fast or too soon, The PC kind of doesn't like that, and she'll crash out on me. But as long as I don't really make no crazy changes and just kind of leave it as is, it does pretty good. But you know, just like anything, every once in a while, she has her moments. Oh, you're back taxiing right now. Okay, I'll just fly over you. All right. I got Jack right there in the back taxiing. See if we do a low level flyby. Get kind of goofy right now. Let's see here. Oh, there she go again. Let me get gear down. I can't even get gear down because now this is something that I don't know why it does this. I'll lose. Yep. Hey Fox, how's it going, man? How you doing? You are right about that. She has her moments, like she's having a little hissy fit right now. I don't even know why. Like, for some odd reason, I get this situation where one of my Arduinos, which is the main one, because I'm getting nothing right now. Let me see. Okay, so that's working. I'm getting, okay, the right side is working. My left board will just stop working, and I don't know why it's doing that. So let me come back in here real quick and see if I can do a reset within mobiflight. Oh, where'd you go? Are you gonna let me do it? So let me turn mobiflight off. Okay, there we go. And let's. Oh, so it's mobiflight that's causing the memory leak. Weird. Now I gotta. I'm floating. No, I don't care about all that right now. Nope. Don't do that. Yep. Oh. Okay. All right. There we go. Flights to Saba, St. Martin fall on a weekend. I would love to join for those, but don't plan anything around it. Okay, 4-2. I'll keep you posted on as I get near to that. Fox may check into your USB power management settings as a Windows settings. To the USB port, it will reduce power to. Okay, so Fox, as far as my all those settings within Windows, I have all set to, you know, the max performance, or, you know, all that stuff. I got all that crazy stuff turned off so it doesn't, you know, suck the life out of my USB power. And what I find odd is I have none of my USB port, or anything that's USB is running off the PC, other than the two USBs for the power USB hubs. So I have everything running on power USB hubs to solve these problems. But for some odd reason, I've noticed within the last, I don't know, week or so, every once in a while, that happens. But it just looks like mobiflight crashed out. So I might have to do, I don't really want to do a clean install. I might have to look into mobiflight some more. I normally keep that up to date, so I don't really know what's going on with that. Yes, 42 is running admin. I have all of my programs running the admin, because that right there is one of the easiest ways to have issues. So any program that I run, the first thing I do is set it up as admin. So I'm gonna have to do some more digging and find out as to why it does that, because the right Arduino that I use is always good, but the left Arduino for this side of the panel, I don't know, just every once in a while it just kind of, you know, has a hissy fit, and it shuts down. But then what's crazy is it'll kick back in and like it'll restart itself. So I don't know if it's the mobiflight issue or if it's the card issue. So I don't know. More to follow on that one. Yeah, I'm actually part of the Discord. I might pop my head in to see if anybody has any or has ran into that type of issue before. Jack, first touch and go is gonna be just here to the east of us. It's a Torch K, Mike Yankee Tango Charlie, and then from there we're going to head north over to Stella Maris, which is Mike Yankee Lima Sierra, and then we'll follow that down to Deadman's K, which is Mike Yankee Lima Delta, and then it's going to be a nice little stretch across the waters to Pittstown, or shall I say Colonel Hill. And then we'll see how it goes from there. So we got what I'm trying to do is keep a lot of island hopping going, so we're just not flying, you know, over waters the whole time. So I try to pick up these little airstrips here and there, just to kind of, you know, and kind of bring a challenge in too. All right, man, I'm off the bed. Safe flying, brother. I appreciate it, Fox, stepping in and saying what's up. And I'll let you know what the verdict is. What's going on with the Arduino. Have a good night, though. I would never do a flight like this in real life without 2 engines. Yeah, I was about to say that, Jack. Like, this is nothing, man. Like, you'd be amazed at how many single engine aircraft do these type of hops. You know, it's all in knowing your aircraft. And you know, Glenn is always saying, you know, in situations like this, if you're going to fly across waters like this, one of the biggest things, fly high, and you know, just know where you're at, and know your surroundings and what's around you, because in case of a situation, and make sure you got a life vest, and you know, some type of floating devices or something if you gotta float back to an island somewhere. Well, okay, that makes sense. Now let me ask you this: if you take a flight from, let's say, LA to Hawaii, you know, you're talking a few hours in an airliner, and you ain't got no island around, you know. I mean, I get it, you know, you'll have two engines. Let's say you lose an engine, you're still across a big body of water, you know. I think as long as you know your aircraft and you know your aircraft is safe, you know, and keeping yourself, keeping your bearings at all time, you should be all right. All right, Jack, we coming into our first touch and go here.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Oh, hush. All right, first notch of flaps coming in. Ah, that's true. You got a good point there, you know. All right, buddy. You have a good one. Don't break your ankle walking in the snow. Not on a Boeing. Well, I mean, that has a lot to, well, I mean, they've created it. It should be able to fly with one. Now, what I would be nervous about is if you're across, I mean, you're still, you know, you're still fully loaded with fuel. Like your payload is almost maxed out and you lose an engine. Now, that's kind of scary. But, I mean, they designed the aircraft so that way it can still move with one. But man, that's rough. Alright. Gears down, flaps down. Let me slow her up a little bit. Oh, that's a bumpy little runway right here. There's 80. Alright. First touch and go is good to go. Power is back in. Gear is coming up. Ooh. All right. So we're gonna jump across the waters over here. I'm heading out at about where are we at? I say about a 50 heading. And I'll probably climb out to probably say 2,000. It's saying I got oh, that traffic is about 50 something miles out. Okay. So next stop is Mike Yankee, what is that? Lima Sierra. They can make with just being well, I mean, as far as it's that 730 the new 378 Max, that's the issue. They've had nothing but problems with that bird. Jack, which one you going to first? Are you going to? It looked like you headed straight to Dead Man's Cave. Man, these winds are strong out here. Okay. I guess it's just how I'm looking at it. I think I'm just coming in from a different. I'm trying to stay left of 1-3 because winds are 2. Yeah, winds are about what? 3-0. 3-0 at 2.5. Okay. Let's see here. Start stepping it down a little bit. Looking for the runway. I think I see it already. Yeah, the water is gorgeous out here, Jack. You know, I've been wanting to get to this series for the longest. So whether it's a smooth series or not, we gonna get. I'm gonna fly over all this water and hit all these little islands and just enjoy the view, man. It's gorgeous out here. Like, you don't even really need any custom scenery or anything. Like, it's already beautiful as it is. All right, autopilot is coming off. Now I know I'm not gonna be able to hit every single one of these little strips and islands, but I'm gonna do my best to get, you know, the gist of it all. You know, I'm just trying to kind of follow a straight line in a sense. All right, where you at? Look for the road. Look for the road. I see the road. All right, I got it in sight. All right, let me slow her down. Yeah, there's tons of them. Hey, Amir, how's it going, my man? All right, I'm coming in fast. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Alright. Speed checks. Gears coming down. We banking. Let's get it down a little bit more. I got. Yep, okay. First notch of flaps coming in. Gosh, man, that is beautiful.
500.
Yeah, I think turning photogrammetry off, man, just really made the waters look that much more better. I think I'm rocking with photogrammetry off. Ooh, it's windy. Gears down. Second notch of flaps is coming in. It's a little rough down here, Jack. I'm just letting you know. Probably right around 100. Well, I'll say right around 300 to 250. All right. Yep. A little bit of wind shear. Oh, come on. Beautiful. Power's coming back in. Positive rate gear is coming up. All right. Next leg is Mike Yankee Lima Delta. So we'll just follow the island all the way down. Let me see, what side is that? Well, it's kind of in the middle there, so I think what I might do is I might get away from these trees because there's a lot of updraft, and get out here by the coastline, just kind of hang out. Do a loop around the strip before landing. Oh, you saying to slow up some? I came in a little fast. Alright, where are we at? We'll just hang out at about 1,000. And kind of go heading mode. We just hang out here. Stretch it out a little bit. Well, not too much. Maybe, let me see, can I get that in? I don't know. MYLD, will it pick it up? Oh, it will. Okay. I just want to do a direct to. Definitely don't need a SAR. I really don't even need. Trying to figure this out here. No, just look around and show the strip. Ah, okay. I got you, Amir. I'll do that here on the next one. or from here on out, just to kind of show how things look here. How was your touch and go back there, Jack? Yeah, man. It's a little windy out here for sure. What we got going on here? Did that. Well, it's cool, man. Like I said, I downloaded this the Orbix Trees HD, and it's done an amazing job filling in and kind of covering up the ugliness of the basic default tree sceneries, you know. So you get different heights, different colors, different shapes. Then you add like the different colors of grass, different styles of grass. Oh, there you are. That's the whole reason why I got out on the water, man, because them trees, like you said, you in for a bumpy ride if you flying over them trees. I had to get away from them, making my head hurt. See here. Looks like we got a 09er for touch and go. I'm gonna do a oh yeah, definitely. The trees in 24 is definitely a whole lot better than 2020. But like I said, if you download, if you get the Orbix Tree HD package, they actually look amazing. I will say that. Okay. I'm gonna kind of circle the field by request. So you can go ahead and do the touch and go after the touch and go here. We shall, let's see. I guess we'll keep heading somewhat of that southeasterly route and head over to Colonel Hill, which is Mike Yankee Charlie India. So I am going to, I tell you what, I don't know if you want to go ahead and start setting up, and what I'll do is I'll do in a beam approach, I guess you can say. And by By the time I come back around, that should give you enough time to do your thing. It was always a fun thing when we would do a beam approaches when I was in the military. We'll come screaming over the field, you know, like pretty much perpendicular to the runway. And I mean just be screaming, and then, oh no! You can't be serious. Oh man. Well, that's no fun. Everybody wants a flight simulator until they get a flight simulator, and then they get to see how it really goes. This is real life, y'all. Jack is Alpha 3. In other words, he's broke. He's down. Not cool. Not cool at all. Alright. Let me, man, these trees, man. You can try to do a reboot, Jack? Is this the field right here? Yep, this is the field right here. So let me slow it down. Alright, cool. So this is Dead Man's Cay. Got a couple aircraft down there. Looks like we got a King Air 350. Looks like a Cessna. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold it. Almost dumped me right there. Can't take your head off too long. Yeah, that's not cool. I wonder, did you update your drivers? Because sometimes those new drivers, sometimes they don't like it. So if it was working fine before the new driver update, you might want to roll it back. Appreciate that, Amir. Alright, gear is coming down. Lights are coming on. First notch of flaps is coming in. Oh, where you at? Where you at? There you are right there. All right, cool. Yeah, Amir, I was having that issue, I think
500.
when I first downloaded, I ended up rolling it back. But I know Island Sim Pilot said that they had a hot fix. I just haven't gotten around to getting the hot fix installed with the new driver. Ooh, she's getting bumpy. 21 knot headwind. Gear down, flaps is down. Man, these winds are rough. Jeez. Whoa. Come on, get down. Ran out of runway. Oh, we bounced. We'll do half flaps on that one. We got down pretty slow. That wasn't the greatest, but we made it. All right. Gears coming up. Yeah, that was a rough one, Amir. Well, it's crazy. I mean, you know, you're talking 19, 20 mile an hour headwinds with the trees, man, and it just tosses you all over the place. And by the time it calms down, you're right above the runway. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a stretch here. Man, look at that. Like how the water is being pushed by the winds, right? But then, you know, up against the coastal line there, you know how you get the, what do you call it? Not where the water kind of like fizzes up. That's nice. I'm glad I found that video. I need to post that vid. I'm gonna find that video, and I'm gonna put it on the Discord for y'all to take a look at, so y'all can see what I'm talking about, because it's kind of hard to explain. As far as like, the only way you can really tell is to do it yourself. But when I'm done streaming for the night, I'm gonna go and find that video, and I'm gonna post it into the pilot lounge in the Discord, and y'all take a look at it. Y'all, I'm telling you, there is a huge difference from using photogrammetry and not using photogrammetry. And I've always been a photogrammetry fan, but after watching that video and trying it out myself, I'm hooked. And it's not just the water. So in photogrammetry, it takes satellite images and displays it on the ground, right? So that's why sometimes, like, when you look at your water, like, the textures might not be as realistic, I guess, in a sense. And then, like, when you look at like the buildings, the houses, and things like that, like, from way above, you know, from a top down view, it looks, you know, pretty decent until you get low and it's just a 2D picture. You know, it's like somebody just painted on the ground. Well, when you turn photogrammetry off, what Flight Sim does is now renders buildings. Now, of course, they might not be the exact colors or the exact shape as, you know, with photogrammetry showing a picture version, but it puts a building there. And then, you know, if you fly into common areas and you want to, you know, make it look a bit more realistic, then you can head to Orbix, or you can go over to FlightSim.2 and find some custom scenery packages, you know, to kind of fill in to make the areas that you normally fly in and out of a little bit more real. But even the default rendering of buildings and things like that has it looks amazing. Like, I like it better than photogrammetry. And like I said, and then as far as the water go, man, the water is unbelievable. So be on the lookout for that video sometime tonight. Whenever I might have to dig through it. I might just go through my YouTube history and see if I can find it. I didn't watch that video not too long ago, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to find it. Yeah, Jack, try it out, man. I'm telling you, you think the water is nice now with photogrammetry on. When you turn it off, like, it is crazy. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna do a little bank here, and you can see, like, even like the little ponds and the little lakes, you know, from the sea over to, like, you can see the clarity through the water. And then, you know, like I said, the winds is pushing, so you can see the water moving in the direction of where the winds are going. So it's man, yeah, no photogrammetry no more. I'm good. All right, so what time is it? 11. We good for about maybe another 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see how it goes. We are slowly working our way down. I mean, we got a long way to go before we even get to the St. Martin area. Because once I get down to those islands, that'll be pretty much the easterly end of the route, and then I'm gonna start working my way back up and around, trying to hop around and do all that fun stuff. And I gotta find, hey Nate, how's it going? I had my route set up. I was so close to being done and I erased it by accident. But somewhere between now and the time we get back to Miami, we're gonna be flying in the 172 floater. So I want to do some, you know, some takeoffs, some landings, some touch and goes in the water. So that's gonna be fun. I've never been too successful at doing that, so I'm willing to try it out again. So next stop is Colonel Hill, which is Mike Yankee Charlie India. And then we got another one right around that area, which is Spring Point, which is Mike Yankee Alpha Papa. Yes, I'm in the VTL Bonanza, Nate. My most favorite aircraft in the world, GA wise, I guess you can say. I'm actually not doing too bad. Winds are still 25 to the nose, and I'm still what's my ground speed right now? Well, not the greatest. I mean, let me see, 145 on the ground right now. So it's wearing me out a little bit. And I think it's pretty much how it's gonna be. Pretty much all the way down. I've noticed the last couple days, winds have been coming from the east, of course, which I guess makes sense because that's where the jet. Never mind. Yeah, that's where the winds normally come out of anyway. So it's gonna be pretty much headwind all the way down the islands. And then we're gonna be floating coming back west for sure. Alright, so let's go altitude there, and we'll just go heading for now. Sounds good. You could probably catch up to me if you. Did you load back? Did you load into if you load into Mike Yankee Lima Delta, you should. You probably will catch up to me. It's a little hop over the water here to the next island. I'm not too far off the coastline anyway. Oh, of course you are. Let me see. Let me see if I can pick you up on my traffic. Now, who went? Let me ask y'all this. Hey, Bill, how's it going? So for everybody that's in the chat, who in the chat uses SayIntention? I do. I want to see who else uses it. Cause I was watching cause I've subscribed to their channel. Awesome, Amir. Did you see the new video they just dropped today? I think it was today. At least I watched it today. They are working real big, and I'm real excited for FS weekend for all the other stuff. But Skynet, man, they are doing astronomical things with SayIntentions at a crazy speed. So they are now being able, they're working with, I forget who they partner with or what company, but what they're doing now is yeah, that's pretty much what he called it. Yes sir, Bill, this is a simulator, and not only a sim, Bill, but it's cardboard. Okay, Jack, that's what I was getting at. So they are implementing multiplayer into SayIntentions, just like vatsim. So what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to see each other see each other, hear each other, and speak to each other, you know, in the setting of being, you know, in the sim skies, just like vatsim, but through SayIntentions. And vatsim has nothing to do with SayIntentions, as well as they are integrating that with AI traffic, but it's not going to be FS 2020's AI traffic, if that makes sense. So well, hold on, let me reverse that. If I understood what he was saying, I don't think it's AI traffic, but it'll be live player traffic and syncing. So let's say we're all flying together, we're all on the same frequencies, we're talking to the same tower, same center, all that good stuff, and we're all coming into land. They will sync us accordingly. Like the AI will automatically sync us like the real thing. And on top of the fact, it will have, from what he was saying, 100% model matching as well. So that's even cooler. So SayIntentions are doing big things right now, man, and I am so excited to see that, because like you're flying along and you can hear the other live players because you have your settings set up like that, right? But then you still have your AI traffic, because you know you kind of want your realism and you want to see other aircrafts and things of that nature. So now they're telling you, hey, you're clear runway 27, but yet you can't move because there's a 737 on approach. You know, so with this, it changes the game. And he also said that the delay from when you speak to SayIntentions and then, you know, they reply, they said that they're gonna be pretty much come down to like 0 to like 1 second. So it's gonna be, you know, more of an instantaneous thing versus waiting the few seconds for them to respond. So yeah, man, they're doing a lot of big things over there at SayIntentions, man. I'm so pumped to see those changes made. Pretty much, Jack. Yeah, it's pretty much like vatsim, but with its own network in a sense. So Like I said, so we'll be able to see each other through SayIntentions. Now, but that's one thing that I'm kind of, so seeing each other in SayIntentions, that's the one thing that's gonna kind of like got me questioning, like, so how will we see each other in SayIntentions? Like, so I would assume that with SayIntentions multiplayer on, we should be able to see each other like within our own individual GPS systems. Alright, Amir. But yeah, it's definitely coming along quite well. And you know, and that's where I go into the battleground of not so much arguing with others, but more of a debate, because their system is already set up as its own, you know, it has its own platform. So I think it's just more of an integration and more of a setting type of situation within SayIntentions itself versus having a whole nother client, you know. That's what I would assume, at least. But one thing that I always like to have a debate on, and I have this with a lot of other flight simmers all the time, like we always kind of go back and forth here and there through chats and you know, Messenger and things like that, is the difference between there's three categories, and this is where I like to put them at. So you have your freeware, in which we all know that freeware is limited as far as what you get with freeware, right? Then you have payware, which of course, you know, when you have payware, you get according on, you know, well, what package you get with that payware. But 9 times out of 10, the payware, you're actually spending, you know, well, you're getting a lot more for your dollar, right? And then you have subscriptions. And to me, this is where the game really changes, because even with payware, you're still limited. Like, I know a lot of people that use Beyond ATC, right? Now, I'm not knocking, I'm not shaming, I'm not throwing no shade at Beyond ATC. I think it's a wonderful program. I've never used it. I was going to originally, and then SayIntentions came aboard and caught my attention, and I've been rocking with them since. But when you look at what Beyond ATC have, which and once again, like I said, I'm not knocking them, because they are making major changes on their side as well. But then you look at what SayIntentions have, you know, and like AI is like, you can't compare nothing to it. Like, AI is just totally different. There's, and I will always say it. I'll say it. I've said it before, and I'll keep on saying it. What grabbed my attention with SayIntentions is the realistic effect that you get with SayIntentions.AI. What I like about it so much is it's not a script. Like with Beyond ATC, I don't know if it's changed, you know, since, but I know when it first came out, it's like you had to do this. Like, the system has to it has to in order for it to make sense to the system. AI, you could pretty much say whatever, and it'll pretty much get the gist of what you're saying. I mean, of course, you know, it's still a in beta format to a degree, so there's gonna be glitches. Understand that. Sometimes you have to repeat yourself a couple times. Sometimes it doesn't hear you and this and that. But overall, when you look at what you get with SayIntentions.AI, as well as all these extra added features, like if you fly airliners, like, man, like you get the whole bang, like the entourage package, where you can get a whole, you can have a your co-pilot run checks with you. They can you know, as long as you're under IFR clearance, They'll run the radios for you. You get a whole crew that you can talk to, and they'll talk. Like, and it just keeps rolling. But it's a subscription, and that's where a lot of people want to jump off board and like, I'd rather just pay it one time and be done with it, and that's fine. Like I said, I'm not arguing with nobody, and nor am I telling anybody to go this direction. You know, you go wherever you want to go. But for me, I just like SayIntentions for what it brings. It, to me, I feel like when I'm actually talking to ATC, I'm talking to a real person because it sounds like it. And then, you know, as you what's the word I'm looking for? As you move from, you know, different locations throughout the world, so does ATC, right? So for y'all that's been, you know, rocking with me on my streams, all y'all heard, you know, the difference between what AT sounds like in America versus what it sounds like in Austria versus what it sounds like, you know, anywhere else. And I like that too, because it brings the realism and immersion that you're actually flying in and out of these different countries. I don't know if Beyond ATC has that option. I know SayIntentions does, and it sounds real, and it moves me in that direction, you know. So I'm gonna get off my yip yap with that one. Just video really cool. I'm never flying without SayIntentions again. Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I'm not using it right now because it's just too many different. I'm gonna be doing a lot of hopping, you know, up and down. I just kind of want to vibe out to the island hop. But yeah, SayIntentions will forever be in my PC, and as I'm doing my normal day-to-day flying all day, I have no reason to go to any other software. And like I mean, and for the amount of you know, things that you're getting and features you're getting with SayIntentions, it's worth every penny for that subscription. And they just keep adding. So just give them like another year or two, and just imagine where SayIntentions is going to be as far as, you know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, like it'll take over vatsim. I mean, the only difference is you're talking to a computer, but it sounds like you're talking to a human. And you get 24/7 worldwide coverage with SayIntentions. You don't get that with vatsim. You gotta see who's online and all this other stuff. Which ain't nothing wrong with that either. I'm not knocking vatsim at all. Alright. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, to be honest with you, with the Skynet thing. Alright, we have made it to our next touch and go here. This is Colonel Hill, Mike Yankee Charlie India. Now I'll do a little loop-de-loop around so y'all can check out this airstrip on. Approach seems to be usual as any other ones. Just a random strip close to the water. We got a couple birds on the ground here. Let's check them out. Looks like we have, that looks like a King Air, maybe a Cessna, maybe a couple Pipers. Oh, this is cool. You can kind of see like the reef, you know. That is awesome, man. That's awesome. Alright. Speed checks gear is coming down. You out here with me, Jack? I wonder how they are going to handle reporting on the network though, because vatsim does have some characters. I don't know. That is something that we will find out together. All right. Are you around me, Jack? I just want to make sure I don't want to step on your toes or nothing. I don't see you right now, cause you like to pop out of nowhere. Oh man, gotcha again. Ah. All right, gears down. Flaps are down. Winds are not as bad, but still 14 knots to the nose here. So we'll see how it goes on this one. Try to make this one a little better. That last one was a little rough.
$500.
All right. Keep her steady. Keep her steady. Nice. Very nice. Look at that sock. Sock blowing in the wind. Gears coming up. Let's climb on up out this hole here. Flaps are up, gears up. And we're just gonna kind of turn out here. And let me see. I think what I'll do is I'll get out to the coastline here. We just kind of play around, I guess, a little bit. We got stuff to see around here, man. This water is so nice. Let's see, 11:22. Okay. Let's see what we got going here. I'm just trying to keep track of my time here. So I could do a direct, but I kind of want to just play with the coastline a little bit, just to have some scenery here. So this is what I'll do. I'll just run this here. Let's see, we'll kind of check out at about 15. Winds don't seem too bad here, and we'll go heading mode. Seems kind of stable right here. Cool. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about SayIntentions. I really would like to get to, well, I know I won't be able to do FS weekend, There's no way I can get to FS weekend. I would like to get, however, to the what's the show that they host in Vegas every year? Can't think of the name of it. What's the name of it? Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. I would like to go to that one one day, 1 year, I guess you can say. Oh, where we at? So, winds are, ooh. Snug Corner Settlement. So, there is a road that starts Lovely Bay Settlement, which is somewhere off the nose here to about 11 o'clock, and then that just kind of runs all the way around down to the runway or the airstrip. So I guess what I can do then is $11.26. I'm trying to see, do I do this touch and go that I'm coming up on and then head over to this Mayagana, I want to say Mike Yankee Mike, and that'll be our stopping point for the evening. Or do I shut down? 11:26. I'll see what time it is once we get to this next one. I try to keep my flights around an hour and a half, 2 hours max. And then sometimes I get crazy, but you know, it's kind of the weekday, weeknight. I don't want to keep everybody up. I ain't got nothing to do in the mornings anyway. The weather's been so bad for me over here right now. I can't get no work done right now. Last week was amazing, man. I was doing all kind of stuff. Then this week just turned back into gloomy, cold, rainy weather. Man, this is some fun flying, man. If y'all haven't done no island hopping, man, y'all gotta get away from the mountains and all that and get out here by some water. It makes you happy. This is nice. And not only that, I am really enjoying the performance with DLSS 4 frame gen and quality. I haven't used DLSS in a long time, nor have I've tampered with frame gen a couple of times, but I've pretty much never used frame gen just because I could never really use it. It just never really worked for my setup. But DLSS 4 has definitely changed the game, and I mean, it's all three monitors are finally like synced. They're moving in unison. Neither one of them is behind or, you know, struggling by a couple milliseconds than the other. Like, everything is fluid. It's overall just beautiful, man. Oh, the view is amazing, Reggie, and like, I wish that's something that I really would like to do. I don't know if I'm gonna make it happen this year, but I really would like to either build or buy another, you know, semi decent PC and just use that as the streaming PC so that I can actually start streaming in 4K for y'all, because I mean, the 1080p at 60 definitely does a lot better than your basic 1080. But man, 4K, man, it's just different. It's just different. DLSS 4 is a no-go for me right now. New driver crashing. Hey, Amir, do you keep up with Island Sim Pilot? Cause he had a he keeps you posted and updated on all the new drivers and this and that, and I know a lot of people was having issues with the DLSS 4, the new driver, but there's a hot fix that came out, and it seemed to have resolved that issue. Now I've actually rolled back because I started having issues with the new driver, so I rolled back, and then he dropped the video like a few days or a couple days after that, I want to say, and I just haven't got around to do that, so I might do that after the stream as well. I got to get that video sent over first, and then I might do that hot fix and see if that does it, I guess you can say. But then also, I watched another video. Make sure I'm landing on the right. Okay, that's good. So there's another video out that I watched, and the guy I think it was by Overkill Simulations, and he showed some information that I don't think Island Sim Pilot displayed on his setup for it, but I guess it also depends on what type of graphics card you are running, because depending on what type of graphics card you are running will determine in DLSS Swapper which one to go to, and as well as what presets and what type of setups you need to do with the new NVIDIA app so that it works, if that makes sense. So if you're running, pretty much if you're running a 4 or 5000 series card, there's a certain way you set yours up. If you're running a 2000 or 3000 series card, then there's another way that you set up, and there's certain drivers that you got to use for those cards. I got to go back and find that video and put that in the Discord as well. I think what I'm gonna start doing is I find these videos. If y'all want me to start loading these up in the Discord, let me know. And so as I come across valuable information, I'll just share it in the Discord, so that way you guys don't have to look for it. It'll already be there. Like, look at this water, man. This water is crazy. Alright, speed checks gear is coming down. First notch of flaps is coming in. It's 11:33. I think we can do, we'll be good for maybe one more run here. Alright, gears down. Approach flaps are down. Let's go ahead and go second notch of flaps. Let's go ahead and get it slowed up here.
$500.
500. 100 knots. Let's get it slowed up to 90 for approach speeds. 25 knot on a slight crosswind. Oh, this might get a little crazy. Yep. Oh, this one. All right. 85 to 80 knots right now. Not too bad. Try to keep that solid with these winds. And once we get down, once we get down to about 150, I'll start pulling it out because these winds are brutal right now. Okay. All right. Start bringing it down a little bit. Not too bad on that one. Flaps coming in. And we're back up. Speed checks. Gears coming up. Gears up, flaps up. We're good there. Okay. Is there anything in between us and the next one? Doesn't look that way. Actually, I don't think that's the direction I need to be going right about now. Actually, let's go this way. We'll climb out to about 2,000 on this one. We got to cross the seas, and I think this will be our final destination for this leg of the Caribbean tour. $1,000 to go. You know, one problem that I have not been able to resolve, and y'all let me know if any of y'all had this that's dealing with multi-monitors. Do you have bloom, like, do you have bloom on? And if you have bloom on, do you ever notice one of the screens at any point in time? It doesn't matter which one it is, and sometimes it changes. It flickers, like it flashes, like a white flash. Like just every blue moon, it'll just kind of do like a flash. Does anybody else have that issue, or is it just me? Every time I turn bloom on, I get that problem. But when I turn bloom off, it goes away. So I just fly without bloom on. Okay, so I'm not the only one then. I wonder what that's all about. Because I'm confused. I have yet to understand what that was all about. You still have it on? I might try to turn it back on. I think it, because I like to do a lot of evening, early morning, night flights. And I think that's why I turn it off, because I mean, it's very, very present, you know, in lesser lighting, you know, settings. And I think honestly that's the only time I really notice it is during the day. I don't even think I notice it as much, you know. Now, normally mine switches. Sometimes it's the left, sometimes it's the front. I don't think I've ever seen the right one flicker, but I know the left and the front, they kind of go back and forth with each other. All right. Let me see if I can work on some of my custom views. I'm still learning my custom views, so y'all bear with me. Nope, that's not it. I need to get. What was my? Aha. Okay. So once I go there, that goes into that. Okay. Let's see here. Kind of give y'all some different aspects while I'm over the skies here, or over the water, shall I say. That water is just gorgeous. Let's see. So that's one. Now I set this view up. So once I get real good at this thing, I set this view up to see the aileron movement and the flaps when they are moving up and down. Postcard image right there. Oh, okay, you like that one. You like that one. Okay, good. Let's go to number 2. You always gotta have this view. If you have custom views, you always gotta have this view. You got to. So that's custom view number 2. This is custom view number 3. And I think I want to go back and I want to fix this one. Because originally I had this as a wing walk view, and somehow it got under the plane and not above the wing. So I gotta work on that one. But I do like that because, for one, you see the tail number and the livery. It is sweet. And it, you know, those colors go with the actual colors of my sim. It just kind of worked out that way. I found this one. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Perfect. So that's 3. This is 5. You got to have the under the belly. Right. And we go to this one here. Kind of gives you, you know. You know what's funny? Every time I think I have another binding. Every time I hit that button, which is 6. Every time I hit 6, this plane want to start going into a roll. So I gotta chase that because I feel like number 6 is binded to something else. So let me get back to my heading mode here. Let's go on to the next one. There we go. Then there is the side view, another, you know, the right side view. And that's another thing I just noticed too. So what I see versus what y'all see, the plane is actually kind of somewhat center. Well, it looks center on my screen, but in the stream
is offset. So I gotta fix that. I'm glad I have the opportunity to sit here and do it so I can actually see it. Because it made sense when I was setting it up, but now I'm seeing it and it's not making a lot of sense. But okay, that's fine. Alright, so that is that one. Then we have the beautiful view of the prop here. That front view. And one thing I do like about the Coronado too is, I don't know if it's something that I never paid attention to with other aircraft, like other general aviation aircraft that I've flown. But right now I got the cowl flaps closed, right? And when I open it, the cowl flaps open. I don't know if any other aircraft do that. It might, and I just never caught it. But I see it on this one, and it's kind of cool. So, kind of like that, you know, you got your the landing light off and on. That works good. Just a beautiful aircraft, man. Just an overall beautiful aircraft. Oh, you know it, Reg. You know it. You gotta have those, like. And after looking at some of these, some of them I kind of want to move around just a little bit more. But man, just the aircraft is just gorgeous. And then this one right here, this view is for when like if I'm on approach, this will actually show. Matter of fact, this is probably not the best time to do it, but I'm gonna do this for demonstration purposes only. Do not do this in real life. You rip your gear out. Let me see. What are my speeds right now? Let me see. Let me check my speed. Ground speed is 151. So technically, I can actually drop my gear. I'm within my gear speed limits. So I'm gonna drop the gear, and this is why I did it this way. That is awesome. that is a beautiful scenery right there. And then we just have back to one, our basic off the nose view here. You kind of see what I see. So those are my custom views. And I'm gonna try to get it better, you know. I really have those views set up. I'm gonna try to start implementing them back into the flights. Eventually, I think once we get more to homeland, maybe, or we get to I don't know. I'll figure it out. But what I would like to do is eventually, as time goes on, I would like to start implementing recorded videos. You know, and use these custom views to kind of enhance the video overall, you know, versus just seeing me fly the whole time. So I want to learn how to start, you know, making better recorded videos, I guess you can say, because it is kind of difficult when you're trying to fly and then you're switching these cameras around, like, so like what you're seeing is what I see, and that's kind of hard if I'm looking out to the side of the aircraft when I'm on approach. I kind of need to know where I'm going, so I'm actually trying to fly straight looking sideways, so it'll be kind of hard to do it in a stream setting. But you know, flying over waters and you know, long stretches like this, it's a lot easier to be able to, you know, switch the cameras around here and there. And as you can see, just off the nose there is where our final destination lies. This is definitely I'm gonna probably already put it on the books to say this is probably one of the, it's going to be my #1 tour of all the tours that I do. Now, I'm gonna keep that in mind. It's I would say relatively #1 because there is a flight plan that I found on World Tours, that website I was telling you guys about that has a lot of like different flight plans that people have already created. There is one, and it's a historical flight plan, and it starts like somewhere in Europe, France or something. Don't quote me on it, but it's like a 10,000 mile plus flight plan. It starts you there and you end up a long ways away from where you started. I'll just say that. And I guess, and the cool thing about it too is the people who create these flight plans, they kind of give you stories in a sense. So it's kind of cool. You know, as far as like certain landmarks or, you know, the history behind the area or behind, you know, what's so significant about this flight plan and stuff like that. And this was a flight plan that was done like way back in the, you know, I guess I want to say mid 1900s. It sounds crazy. I hate saying that. It sounds like making me sound old. But, and I forget what plane flew this flight plan. But it took, I think it said it took them like a whole month to complete it. So I definitely would like to do that one. That's gonna be real fun. That's gonna be a long, I want to see if I can do it in 30 days. I might be able to do it shorter just because, I don't know, it just depends on, you know, like I said, I try to keep my flights between an hour and a half, and I don't know, maybe on the weekends when I actually have time, you know, I could stretch it out and, you know, do those 3-hour 4-hour flights that, you know, I'm capable of doing. So we'll see. We shall see. Alright, let's get back in board here. And we will start our descent. Slow her up just a little bit. Oh man. Well, I must say that tonight has been yet another eventful journey on this tour. If y'all like this flight, y'all like this chats, y'all like what y'all see, hit that beautiful little heart in the right hand corner. Let me know you're loving what you see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. I think I can kind of make out the, let me see. Let's stop her here at 1,000. Let's see here. How do I want to do this one? This looks like it's gonna be a straight in to 06, but we will do a tour of the landing strip before we land. Beautiful gem by Amir, thank you so much. That adds a little bit more to the flight. Man, it's crazy. Like when you get out here to these islands and you just start looking around, it's like, man, like first of all, I mean, obviously these places are more like tourist attractions, but then when you look, like, there's nothing here. This is just, you know, I mean, it's I won't say a small island, but small compared to others. But just like there's, like I begin to wonder like what type of animals live amongst, you know, this island. Like what would you find out here? You know, and then, you know, I start thinking sometimes like when people set sail, you know, many moons ago, and they just had like basic navigation equipment, you know, like a compass. Like you're out here in no man, like you have no idea what's out. Like you literally just get in your ship and just say, I'm gonna set sail in this direction and I'm gonna keep on going until I find something. That's got to be a do you know how gangster you got to be to do that? Like you're out here in the middle of nothing. You don't know where you're going, and you don't even know if there's anything else out there. You just, hey, I'm gonna go out here across these seas and see what I can find. You gotta really, hey, I give it to the settlers. I ain't gonna lie. You think for one second I'm about to get in some ship and just start setting sail out into all of this water, not knowing where I'm going, what's out there? And we're not even gonna talk about, you know, the storms that they've had to go through. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. All right, so here we are at Mike Yankee Mike, and I'm probably bombing these names. Maya Ghana is what I'm gonna call this. Looks about right to me. That was the duty of the man in the crow's nest to look for land. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, good for them. You know what I'm saying? Whew. But you know, I mean, that was different back then. You know. I'd be like, hey, I'll sit back here and shuffle, you know, some rice, or, you know, I'll leave that alone. Oh, but just the thought of, you know, doing that, man, that's some strong minds right there. Oh yeah, you get it. So this is cool. Like, okay, so you got to run the airstrip over here, right? See a couple little buildings over there, and then, you know, off here to the 1 o'clock. You know, you got, look like that's part of like the resort. I'm pretty sure people actually live here, maybe. I'm assuming. I don't know. Here, let's take a ride over there. Man, look at this water. Oh my goodness, man. I can't get over the water. We'll just fly over here real quick. And it looked like this is really about it on the whole island. You got just this little bit of living right here. Because looking at the rest of it, there's really nothing else going on. And they got one tower. Oh my goodness. How do you even communicate with these people out here? What, maybe a population of 100 people? 100, 200 people at the most? Just imagine ordering something from Amazon. Well, cause I mean this airstrip is definitely not big enough to. Well, let me see. Runway is 6,700 feet, so it's. I don't even think that's enough for a airliner, you know. So what normally takes us a couple days to get our stuff, it'll probably take them maybe a week, maybe. All right, let's do this a beam approach. Now normally you be going balls to the wall. We just taking it nice and easy here. Are those V-tails on the ground? No, I thought it was. I was about to say like, woohoo! I got some people with me down here. Nah, okay. All right. Speed checks. Gear is coming down. Lights are coming on. First notch of flaps is coming in. And this wind is pushing. 21 knot tailwind. Oh Lord, this is gonna be a crazy one. Let's see if I can stick it. See if I could. Alright, I'm gonna need everybody to give me a score of 1 to 10 on this landing. Okay. Speed checks. Second notch flaps coming in. Let's get a bit of left rudder in there. Get this back end turned around. Alright, gear is. I need to fix that. Okay, there we go. That's why you always do your checks. Because had I not paid attention, I would have drugged the bottom of this plane all the way down the airstrip. So gear is down and locked. Flaps are down. Alright, Reggie. Alright, we are at 90. Let's slow it down just a little bit more. A little bit of a crosswind. Bring it out a little bit more. Oh. Wind's pulling me. Ah. Didn't stick it like I wanted to. We on the ground though. .6. I'll take that. I will take that one. Alright, flaps are coming up, landing lights and strobes are coming off. Y'all save me a parking spot over here? Let me see. Oh, we got all different kind of where can I park? Yeah, I had a crosswind. That's what messed me up. I mean, I crabbed it in, and then I kicked the rudder back out to try to correct it. But then I think I was still a little too fast, and then with the crosswind, when I was trying to hold back on the yoke to maintain it, the wind got up underneath the wings, and so she started floating. And then when I pulled the throttle out, she kind of fell out. I mean, it wasn't a hard landing, you know, but it wasn't that smooth. But crosswinds are always tricky. Okay. Let's see here. After landing checks, cowl flaps are open, flaps are up. Transponder is to stand by. Avionics is off. Electrical equipment is off. Everything is off there. And let's go ahead and shut her down. And power, max, and fuel selector is in off position. And that's what we got, y'all. So we're moving right along pretty well. So we'll pick back up tomorrow here in Mayagana, and we'll continue our journey to the southeast. Look like we got some nice spots coming in. So tomorrow's gonna be rather fun as well. Let's see. So we got a couple island hops, touch and goes to do tomorrow. And I think what I'll do is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after 5, we're gonna go hit this bigger island here and probably end up landing and shutting it down somewhere there. But we'll see how it goes. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys back tomorrow at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will continue on enjoying the views of the Caribbeans. This is Cardboard Sim, and we are signing out.